guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetsToUse.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick overview of Xolo Era 4K device which we have with us. This is a device coming from Xolo. After some point of time we are reviewing this phone because we haven't reviewed a Xolo phone recently. This is the new phone which has came up and it comes with high definition display. It is an IPS display. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 as well, which you can see over there, and we have 64-bit processor on this device, which looks like a quad-core CPU, 2 GB of DDR3 RAM, 8 GB of internal memory, and it does have a memory SD card slot, which can take a micro SD memory card up to 32 GB maximum. You do have a 4000 mAh lithium polymer ion battery, and you do have support for USB OTG as well. It has Android 5.1 over there as version of Android which is coming pre-installed. 8 megapixel autofocus rear camera with dual flash and aperture of 2.0, which is again not too great. It has got 5 megapixel front camera, fixed focus again, does support 4G and 3G both, and these are the bands for 4G. It will support 1800 megahertz and 2300 megahertz. Both FDD and TD-LTE is supported. It is a dual SIM phone. It does have these sensors which includes accelerometer, proximity, ambient light sensor, and you do have hall sensor as well. So all these things are there. This is how the phone is going to look like, and the packaging is very simple as we normally see from Xolo. Nothing exceptional here. And here we have the MRP of the device mentioned over there, which is 6,999, which is definitely a very affordable price. And you do have a lot of competition in the market, like from companies like Coolpad, which actually come with very good devices for almost the same price segment, like the Coolpad Note 3 Lite, which is a good phone. And we will take a look over this one now, and then later on we will compare this device with other phones. We have a non-removable battery as per what is mentioned, and this is the first time we are opening the box. However, the box is already opened. So this is how the phone look like. The phone has decent build quality, not great build quality, I would say. It has got this nice plastic over there on the edges, which looks like metal, but it is not metal, but the overall finishing is nice. And the back cover is again made up of plastic, and it is slightly glossy, but it is matte finish in terms of the overall feel, which is going to be good. And you also get curved edges, which will give you a right grip when you hold the phone. Again, the phone does not feel heavy or bulky, and the battery, however, is non-removable, but you can remove the back cover. So let me remove the back cover and show you the phone. So this is how the phone is there from the back side. You cannot remove the battery. There are two SIM card slots. Both of them will take normal size SIM cards, and you have a micro SD card slot over there. And here we have the loudspeaker, which looks bigger, and we will test the quality of it and the loudness as well. On this side we have these buttons on the right hand side of the phone. These are plastic buttons. They give you good amount of feedback, not too great feedback, but decent amount of feedback, I would say. And they are finished in chrome, so they look nice. So let me make sure that it boots up, and let me take a look what all we have inside the package of the phone. So here we have got a charger, and this I believe is a 1 ampere charger. Okay, this is a 2 ampere charger, better, I would say, good. You have a standard micro USB cable over there, and some user manuals, a quick start guide, and the safety warranty guide. And the SAR values, I think, should be mentioned over here. Let me try to locate it. If we have the SAR values mentioned here and there in this user manual, so I cannot locate the SAR value till now. Let me come back on that later. We have some more things which include the headphones. So there is one headphone as well which comes within the package, and these are the standard ones, the in-ear ones which we normally see with budget devices. So they are nothing great in terms of the sound quality. They are okay. You do have a mic module as well, and this is how the audio lead look like. One more thing which comes within the package is going to be the screen guard. So there is one screen protector film which is there on the phone, and you can also install this one in case you would like to do that, because this one would be better than the loaded one which comes preloaded on the phone. So this is going to be a better screen guard. You can apply this one. So this is all we have as far as the unboxing is concerned, and the phone is booted up. It does have a screen guard which is coming pre-installed. So there is a screen guard which is already coming installed on the device, and that will protect the display. We are going to remove it so that we can test the device properly and show you how does the display look like. The display look good, however, it has good viewing angles as well, but again, it is not the great display you might be expecting on this one. Don't expect too much on the display part, but still it is a good phone as far as display is concerned as per the price at which they are selling this one. So let me set it up and come back. So here we have the Xolo Era 4K with us. Let's start with the review of this phone, and the first thing which we are going to talk about is the design and build quality. This smartphone has a 5-inch display which is good for one-handed usage. In terms of design, the phone looks nice and it does not feel cheap in any way compared to other phones in the same price segment. It does have black borders around the bezel, which gives a very good bezel-less illusion when the display is turned off. The sides are made up of metal alloy which feels solid, so the overall phone in terms of the build quality and design feels solid when you hold this phone in hand. Back cover on the phone is made out of plastic. Again, it feels nice and it has a matte finish to it, and you do have curved edges which will give you a very nice grip when you hold this phone in hand. Although the phone is having a big battery inside which is 4000 mAh, the phone does not feel very bulky or heavier, which is definitely a good thing. Overall, in terms of the design and build quality, the Xolo Era 4K does give you good build quality for the price of approximately 6499, that is 6500 rupees. For that price, the build quality in the phone is nice and it does give you a very nice premium feel as well. Moving on to the ports and connectivity, on the top of the phone you have got a 3.5mm audio jack, a secondary microphone for noise cancellation. On the right hand side of the phone you have got the power button and the volume rocker. Volume rocker is a single button and you have a power button as well, and both of these buttons are plastic buttons. However, they are finished in silver, so they look like metal but they are not metal, and the edges are also not metallic, they are also made to look like metal. At the bottom of the phone you have got a micro USB port for data syncing and charging, a prime microphone hole over there. At the back side of the phone you have got the loudspeaker mesh at the bottom on the back cover. At the rear we have got an 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash, and we have Xolo branding over there at the back as well. On the front side of the phone we have got nice metallic earpiece which looks good. We have got 5 megapixel fixed focus front camera, and you do have got proximity and ambient light sensors as well on the phone. We have touch capacitive buttons as well on the front, which are there within the display, so there is a compromise over here. Touch capacitive buttons are not on the body of the phone but they are within the display. Now let me move on to the display clarity of the phone. We have got a 5-inch 720p high definition display. In terms of the display clarity, it is good. The display viewing angles are also good. The brightness could have been better, and again that would have made the outdoor visibility of the phone better, but overall day-to-day usage you will not notice any issues. And in case you face any visibility issues in outdoor usage, you can increase the brightness and you can still read the display after that. As far as touch response is concerned, this is something I'm not very happy with because the touch response on the screen is not too great. Again, it does not affect in day-to-day usage, but when you play high definition games and when you do gaming on the phone, you will notice that the touchscreen is not very responsive, especially when you play games with high frame rates. Let's talk about the hardware of Xolo Era 4K phone. It comes with MediaTek 6753P, which is a 1 GHz quad-core CPU. It has 8 GB of internal storage, 2 GB of RAM. It has Mali T720 GPU, which is again good for gaming. As far as micro SD memory card is concerned, you do have support for that. So you can actually insert a micro SD memory card onto this phone, 32 GB maximum, and you can expand the storage. The phone storage is slightly low because it has 8 GB, and out of which approximately 3.2 GB is occupied by the system. So the total available storage to the user is around 2.5 GB, which is again not too much, and that's how it is. But you do have micro SD memory card expansion, so you can actually move application from the phone memory to the SD card. As far as RAM is concerned, it comes with 2 GB of RAM, out of which approximately 1.4 to 1.5 GB of RAM is available to the user when you take it out of the box, and during normal usage you will get approximately 1.3 GB of RAM free, which will make sure that you do things smoothly on this device, and you can also play games as well like Modern Combat 5, which are kind of heavy games. However, the phone is not too great in terms of the hardware, so the gaming is good but not great experience on this phone, and we will talk more about it in the gaming part, which is coming later. Moving on to the camera, it has got 8 megapixel camera module at the back side. It is an autofocus camera. It does have dual LED flash, but again it does not help in low light photos. The low light photos look washed out when you use the flash, so it is better you take them without the flash. The lens has got f2.0 aperture. It has got a 5p Largan lens, which is again good but not great in terms of the overall photography. If you would like to do in low light, you can expect the photos to be good when you take them in daylight, but in case you take them in artificial light, the photos will be okay in terms of the clarity, but in terms of the details, they will not be that great. The image clarity and colors and low light shots do not look very impressive, as we noticed a blue tint as well when we took the photos in artificial light, but the daylight shots look bright and clear. The front camera is 5 megapixel. It is good for taking selfies in outdoors, but at an affordable price, don't expect much as far as selfies are concerned when you take them from the front camera on this phone in low light or in artificial light. Moving on to the gaming part, I would not like to recommend this phone for gamers out there. Don't expect to play heavy games like Nova 3 and Asphalt 8 in full high graphic mode. However, the storage is such that you can play games like Modern Combat 5 in medium graphic mode, but in case you play these games for like 15 to 20 minutes or more, you will notice slight amount of graphic lag and certain amount of problem when it comes to the touchscreen response. The touchscreen response on the device is not best for the games which have aim to shoot. Again, the overall gaming performance of the phone is good but not great. Considering the price of the phone, this phone is good for gaming but not for gamers out there. So don't take this phone on the gaming front. Especially, there are much better phones out there which will cost you more, but they will provide you a much better gaming experience. This phone again can handle gaming, but not in a great way which you may expect. User interface of the Xolo Era 4K is smooth and responsive in day-to-day usage. You will not notice any kind of lag on this device in day-to-day usage and functioning, which is good because they have opted for the stock Android look and feel. It has got Lollipop on this device, which is good, and again the UI is not customized with heavy extra features which you may not like to use, because those features normally make the user interface much more laggy and difficult to use in day-to-day usage. There are some extra gesture features like air shuffle and some other screen of gestures in case you would like to use them, but again the UI is very simple and clean, which is one of the best part of this phone. Battery is the major highlight and the key feature of this phone. It comes with 4000 mAh battery, which is something which I really like about the phone. Despite of the bulky battery, the phone does not feel bulky or thicker. They have designed the phone in such a nice way. You can also expect the phone to last for more than one day in most of the time with moderate usage. It will take around 3 to 3.5 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. Overall, the phone is good in terms of the battery backup, and that is one of the best part and one of the most value for money key feature of this phone at this price point at which it is being offered. Let me conclude my review by mentioning some of the pros and cons of this device. Now, some of the pros I would like to mention is going to be the elegant design. It has a decent display. The display could have been better, although it has a huge battery and a smooth UI. When it comes to the cons, I would say the average camera performance is there. The camera is not so impressive, especially the rear camera as well as the front camera. Both are okay, average at best, and it does have a poor touchscreen response, which is also something which may affect gaming to an extent, not completely. So let me give you my conclusion. Xolo Era 4K is a good phone for the price. It offers a huge battery which can easily last for a couple of days. It has got a high definition display with good clarity, good viewing angles. Although the display brightness could have been better, it competes with other devices like CoolPad Note 3, which has a fingerprint scanner, whereas this one doesn't have it, but again it gives you bigger battery. So overall, it is a good value for money with the key feature of big battery inside, and that is what I would like to say about the phone. In case you have any queries and questions for this device, please leave your queries and questions in the comment section below. You can like this video. This video help you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.